Brett Rugo, president of Rugo Stone, describes Timothy Johnston as a humble craftsman who stands out in a time when most people are satisfied with mediocrity. With a career spanning nearly 40 years, Rugo cannot think of anyone more deserving to receive the 2022 Craftsman of the Year award.
Tim is one of the most humble people that you can imagine. He never sings his own praises. He's the consummate, dedicated, thorough professional. And his workmanship is neat, crisp, always on time, and just very, very professional.
During his high school years, Tim met a friend who put him to work mixing mud and helping set tile. He grew weary of setting stone, but learned that he enjoyed working with his hands. In 1985, he met renowned master stone carver Harold C. Vogel, also a stone restoration master from Ansbach, Germany. He offered Tim a position in his company, Wood and Stone Incorporated, in Washington, as a stone carving apprentice working hand in hand with Vogel. Johnston describes that experience.
I'd worked in a couple other stone shops, running equipment, and we became friends, and he offered me a job to become an apprentice in my mid to late 20s. And so I'd practice after work and just kept going at it until he finally decided I was good enough that I could carve letters.
Johnston earned the esteemed title of Master Carver by 1996 and worked another 10 years at Wood and Stone Incorporated and the Carving and Restoration Team, where he completed many restoration and carving projects, including inspiring future carvers at the 2015 study tour in D.C. He ventured out on his own for a few years under the company name Stone Graphics by Tim until 2018 when he joined Rugo Stone, where he remains a master carver, engraver, mason, and restoration specialist.
Well, Brett kept my career going. He gave me the opportunity to really work on some more prestigious projects because he's always going after the high end, and he's kind of developed a team here that really works together well and always strives for excellency in everything they do.
In just 4 short years, Johnston has provided expert craftsmanship on some of Rugo Stone's finest award-winning projects, including engraving and restoration on the Reach Donor Wall and hand-cut lettering in the Hall of Nations, both at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in D.C. He performed the meticulous Astor altar restoration at Trinity Church in New York City, as well as carved a replica of the Oval Office marble fireplace for the New York State Historical Society. Rugo acknowledges that Tim's stone carving skill is excellent, but adds that it is his in-depth knowledge of each job's stone types and their limits, and his ability to provide a constant, steady on-site leadership presence that separates him from so many others.
I've probably had over 1,500 employees in all these years, maybe more. Few are in his league, very few, maybe 4 or 5. What I like the most about Tim is he's well thought out, well planned, meticulous, very low drama, overcomes challenges and problems, and he is very agreeable to input from the client and from myself about particular details so that we achieve the best look with the best longevity.
Tim's commitment to his work is exemplified by his strong work ethic. Rugo has witnessed him take work home, work countless hours at night, studying plans, checking details, talking to project managers, all so that the next day he is fully prepared to provide his best effort and complete the project with the highest standards possible. Sam Arcott, project manager at Rugo Stone, also comments on Tim at work.
The type of work that Tim does is as intimate as one can get with stone. I often see him completely covered from head to toe with stone dust from carving, except for his face, on which he'll usually wear some kind of protective mask.
Tim has amassed an impressive portfolio of restoration and carving projects, ranging from ecclesiastical statues to federal monuments. He possesses an extensive knowledge of stone restoration and carving techniques, with which he continuously mentors and inspires a younger generation of stone professionals, something Rugo admires.
I think it's at least this company's duty to preserve as much craft as we possibly can in a world where machines do most things, there are things that people's hands do better.
He's allowed me to work with the guys here and teach them the fundamentals of using air hammers and stone carving and everything, along with their skills of running the CNC machines, taking all the bulk work out of it, and hopefully bringing down the cost and keeping the classical stuff competitive.
Tim's leadership and craftsmanship for carving and engraving is evidenced by the high number of complex projects that have earned Rugo Stone so many awards. But for Tim, the satisfaction in working with stone goes deeper than that.
Stone's timeless, and stone is actually like people. Every stone that you work on has a different characteristic. Each crystal in the stone is different in how it reacts to the chisel or the grinder. I love the textures and the feels to it. You can take it from a chiseled finish to a high polish, and it's just amazing.
Arcot has been impressed by Tim's commitment and support of a team atmosphere at Rugo Stone.
I really appreciate how Tim always shares his success with the entire team. Even for this award, Tim has requested to engrave the names of each person in our shop team and the names of people who he has worked with over the years. Tim, you truly earned this recognition. The amazing stone works that you have created will live for several more generations to see and appreciate. Congratulations, Tim.
We are all proud of you here at Rugo Stone.
Congratulations, Tim. Take it all in. Really happy for you.
Tim, congratulations. You are my inspiration.
Congratulations, Tim.
Congratulations, team!
Congratulations to Timothy Johnston, the 2022 Craftsman of the Year.